to the Financial Legacy Podcast. I am your host, Maria Ellis. On every podcast, I will bring you my perspective and the perspective of my guests on financial planning and financial legacy topics. Here on the Financial Legacy Podcast, we are changing lives one person at a time by creating your own financial plan and your financial legacy. What will be your financial legacy, I ask? To help you create and enjoy your financial success, connect with us at financiallegacypodcast.live for your complimentary consultation. Today, I'm going to talk about my recent book entitled Achieve Financial Freedom, a Roadmap to Financial Success. The book will talk about the basic roadmap and to make you aware of various investment alternatives and financial tools to achieve financial freedom. Investing is easy once you learn the principles. However, the most challenging part is for you to create the right state of mind. Remember that not conditions determine your destiny. Bad decisions determine your destiny. You must take control of your finances. Learn that one of the most important steps on the road to financial freedom is to create a specific investment strategy unique to your financial well-being. Before you dive into the process itself of investing, it is important for you to explore the context behind the process and what exactly you will be doing to achieve financial freedom. In my book, Financial Freedom, A Roadmap to Financial Success, it is really a quick guide for you to help you start on your journey to achieve financial freedom and to enable you to live your dream life. Learn how to create a roadmap to financial success by start thinking about how best to create a comprehensive plan that is the right financial plan for you at this point in time in your life journey. Start by creating an annual budget, for instance, detailing your income, your expenses, and the specific amounts to be set aside on a monthly basis for investments or savings. Think about where you feel comfortable making changes and brainstorming about all your recurring expenses that you could eliminate to enable you to have more money to start saving. I highly encourage you to create a short-term and long-term financial objective, for instance, including a growth strategy based on your risk tolerance and time horizon. Those two things are very important. What is your risk tolerance and what is your time horizon, right? A financial plan is different from somebody who's a younger person who is able to take more risk versus an older person who has to be more careful in their decisions because their period of time is smaller. Also, the risk tolerance, we all have different risk tolerances. So it's important for you to know what is your risk tolerance and your time horizon so that you can plan accordingly. In my book, you will learn that investment portfolio is composed primarily of stocks, bonds, and cash, of course. Your investment strategy will guide you on a day-to-day basis to be able to make decisions on investments. You could invest in stocks, bonds, mutual funds, and you may consider even managing your own money or consulting with a professional investment advisor, a fiduciary that will guide you in this process. Learn about alternative investments for your portfolio, including, for instance, real estate, precious metals like gold and silver. There are two primary reasons to invest in alternative assets, specifically volatility and diversity. For instance, will ownership be a useful way to invest and build equity? There are various ways to invest in real estate. to build equity and to create cash flow. Owning rental properties is a good way to create additional income and defer capital gains. Large real estate investors and entrepreneurs investing in real estate, including family, multifamily offices, industrial and retail space. Will investment alternatives be a good investment choice when planning your retirement? Before you begin planning for retirement, you need to consider how much money will you need to live your dream life, to live the rest of your life. You will need to make some assumptions as to the length of your retirement years and create a realistic budget and investment plan for unforeseeable situations such as, for instance, sickness. I encourage you to learn to manage your retirement account, including annuities and long-term care. Annuities provide you with the opportunity to grow your future income while also offering options to help protect against inflation and market turndowns. Long-term care, on the other hand, covers long-term care services, including custodial care. Now, let's look at it. What are the advantages and disadvantages of life insurance? Not everybody needs life insurance. The motivation behind life coverage is to give monetary assurance to your surviving dependents. Therefore, it is essential to investigate your desired lifestyle and budgetary circumstances before buying life insurance to protect your family. For instance, if you own a business, you might want to consider having key life insurance, right? If something happens to you, then your family could purchase out the current partners if there are any. Or if you're a young couple and have young children, you might want to have term insurance also. Or if you have a mortgage, as an example, you might want to have term insurance in the event that something happens to the person who actually is the breadwinner of the house, to be able to pay off that mortgage in the event that something unforeseeable happens. If you have young children and want to start saving money for their college education, you want to, have a 5 to 9 plan that basically allows you to invest and deposit money into that account so that your children, when they are age of college, they'll be able to use those funds, which, by the way, grow without having to pay income taxes on an annualized basis. So the funds are available for your children's college education. I would love to help you create the grandest possible vision for all aspects of your life and your future life, including, for instance, your health and fitness, your career, financial, social, intellectual, emotional intelligence, character, spiritual, your love relationships, parenting, and stewardship. Those are some of the areas that when you create your own financial plan, you will be able to spend some time and decide what is the desired lifestyle that you want in all those categories. And I can certainly help you through that process. According to research done by Dr. Daniel Gilbert of Harvard University, we are bad at predicting who we will be in the future. The reason is simple. It is far easier to remember the past than to imagine the future. Professor Gilbert is interested in how human beings navigate the complexities of time and social life. Dr. Benjamin Hardy, organizational psychologist and the New York Times best-selling author of Willpower Doesn't Work and Personality Isn't Permanent, encourages people to look at their present and future selves in two different people. Your likelihood of making better decisions here and now will improve. The only way to create confidence is by pursuing what you have never done before. Following Dr. Hardy's advice, when preparing your financial plan, envision yourself as the successful person that you want to be, your future self, and create your financial plan accordingly. Just by the way, Dr. Benjamin Hardy is one of the people who actually gave me a great advance price on my book. So thank you, Dr. Hardy, for that vote of confidence. Thank you so much. As Donald Sullivan, founder of Institute Coach, said, personal confidence comes from making progress towards goals that are far bigger than your present capabilities. If you want to have financial freedom, you must create a financial plan that anticipates what is to come and how you can achieve your overall financial objectives. Let us start by imagining who you want to be, let's say 3 to 5 years from now. What is your vision for the future? You cannot achieve financial freedom without knowing your starting point and your destination. What is your starting point? You need to create a budget, right? And you need to know how much money you have, how much money you're going to need, right? So identifying your obligations, your investments, what you have, what you don't have, how much cash you need, actually could be a little discouraging, but it is something that we all have to do. So a reasonable place to begin to assemble everything, all our obligations that we have, all our credit card debts. For instance, we may have a home loan. Now, a home loan is considered to be a good obligation, a good debt, right? You have to live someplace, and a month-to-month apartment lease is simply very, very expensive, right? So you're not building any equity if you're leasing someplace. So many great people purchase a home, and they trust that the home will increase in value after, let's say 7 or more years. Of course, there's no assurance that this will happen. However, home loans are often very low cost in financing. For instance, right now, this is the fall of 2020. You could actually obtain a mortgage for less than 4%. And this will be a long-term mortgage for 4%. So compare that to credit card debt that is, very high numbers. I mean, it ranges anywhere from 18 to 24% if you actually pay on time. If you don't pay on time, your credit card debt is much more, and you actually get penalties as well. So additionally, arrange a rundown of every one of your assets, including your bank accounts, your stocks, your bonds, your retirement funds. Also, any additional income that you have, such as salaries, stock dividends, other money, whatever it is that you're having extra income. To experience financial freedom, you are going to need to look at money as a tool to help you achieve your dreams, to fuel your energy, and to live a stress-free life that you can enjoy. So it is important to write down your short, your intermediate, and your long-term goals. Why do you want to achieve freedom? Are you planning to pay for, let's say, college education for your kids, or maybe save money for a vacation, or save money for retirement? You must write down the specifics of your plan, and it has to be obtainable, and it has to be within the right time frame. You may want to, for instance, pay off any credit card debt that you may have, any loans that you may have, travel around the world, save money for retirement. Saving money consistently is very important. It is also important to track your monthly expenses. It is critical that you pay yourself first, meaning that you set aside a specific amount of money on a monthly basis so that you could start saving and adding to your savings on a monthly basis. Learn various investments and retirement plans, strategies that will help you to live a more fulfilled life. In summary, achieving financial freedom enables you to enjoy life's precious moments with family and friends. According to Dr. Livingstone, MD, humans need three things to be happy: something to do, something to love, and something to look forward to. If you do not have something to look forward to, for which you are exerting conscientious and daily effort to create, then you cannot have happiness. We all have to, we get up in the morning, you need to know why you get up, right? You need to have something that motivates you to get up and get busy and start your day life to see the opportunities and the challenges that it offers. Remember, where there is no vision, people will perish, the Bible states. At the point when you make a new vision in your life, you quickly start to see through the viewpoint of that new vision. It turns into an amazing new setting and changes the context of your life. Changing the context changes the meaning and the possibilities in your life. You simply want to get very, very, very clear on what you want. Let's say 3 to 5 years from now. For instance, what will you look like? What is the vision for yourself in 3 to 5 years? All right. What kind of environment will you have? Who are the main people in your life? Who are the people you care for and you want to be around? What is the overall experience you're having? What does your typical day look like? How much money are you making? What is important to you and why is it important to you? Those are very critical questions that you must answer in order to create an ideal life. When you have created the future vision of yourself, share it with your family and friends, and become responsible for achieving your future life. Hearing yourself say it will cause you to believe more, your thoughts should become words, your words should become courageous actions. Actions create habits, and habits create your personality and your destiny. When you begin making powerful decisions in your life, you are then enabled to prioritize your life and determine your desired outcome. So here in the Financial Legacy Podcast, we are changing lives one person at a time by helping you create your own financial plan and your financial legacy. In closing, I would like to thank you so much for tuning in to the Financial Legacy Podcast here with me, Maria Ellis. To learn the Financial Legacy Podcast and to know more information about us, please contact us by clicking on financiallegacy.life for your complimentary consultation. I want to say thank you, and create a grandest vision in your life. And wish you the very best. Thank you so much.